lollipop. Stop! It's the Y-bird stop.
Oh, hello. That's the sound of today's letter. It's the letter T. See how many words you know. T.
Television. Tree. Tunnel. Train. Tractor. Toys. Teddy bear. Toy. Tiger. Tadpole. Toad. Turtle. Tortoise. Teapot. Trumpet. Trombone.
Did you see the turtle? That reminds me of a little rhyme. See if you know it too. There was a little turtle, he lived in a box. He swam in the water, he climbed on rocks. He snapped at mosquito, he snapped at a flea. He snapped at a minnow and he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito, he caught the flea. He caught the minnow but he couldn't catch me. Do you want to sing it with me this time? Go on, have a go. Here we go. There was a little turtle, he lived in a box. He swam in the water, he climbed on rocks. He snapped at a mosquito, snap, snap. He snapped at a flea, snap, snap. He snapped at a minnow, snap, snap. And he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito, he caught the flea. He caught the minnow, but he couldn't catch me. Snap, 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 snap.
Ow!
Oh, Simon, I do apologise.
Hello. What's she up to?
Not a lot.
Anyway, I need a cup of tea. It's freezing out there. I suppose the tea things are on the tea shelf.
That's right, Simon. He's coming on a treat, isn't he?
Tea bags and teapot. Just what I need for making a cup of tea.
Simon,
Yes.
if a teapot's called a teapot because you put tea in it, why is a T-shirt called a T-shirt?
Oh, well, I think it's because of the shape. Look, looks a bit like a capital T, doesn't it?
Oh, like T for Tom or T for Ted.
That's right. Have you got a favourite T-shirt? Perhaps one with a picture on the front? Look, this one's got a picture of the Union Jack. And this one, it's got a picture of an American football team.
Oh, I like that one.
There's a special way of printing pictures onto T-shirts. It's called silkscreen printing. Have a look. That's the factory where they do the printing. And those are the screens that have different dyes on them. That's the green. blue. Now, to do the printing, you need a plain white T-shirt. Ah, there it is. First the yellow goes on. Then the black. There's the beginning of a picture there. Now some pink. Can you see what it is? It's a koala. Now some red. There's a word beginning to appear now. A bit of green, please. Ah, yes. And a touch of blue. And the word says Australia. That's where the koala lives. That's the Australian flag. And a picture of the sun, which is usually sunny in Australia. Colour's still a bit wet, so I'll have to go into a dryer. Bye-bye, T-shirt. Oh, but it's hot under there. Hello, T-shirt. Now it's ready for someone to wear.
Hey, do you like my T-shirt?
Hey, why? Why is a koala with the teddy bears? A koala isn't a bear, you know.
T for toys.
She's right. T for toys and T for teddies. Some bears growl when you turn them over. I know a boy called Tommy who had a bear like this, and one day he found out that his bear had lost his growl. Dr. Dilly will tell you about it.
Ah, hello. Dr. Dilly here. You know, I'm a very special sort of doctor because I work here in my shop, Dr. Dilly's Dolls Hospital and Toy Surgery. And as you can tell, I'm not an ordinary doctor. I'm a doctor who looks after all sorts of toys, dolls and teddy bears. You know, the other day, I had a very interesting case. A boy called Tommy came into the shop with his mum. "Hello, young man," I said. "Have you got a patient for me?" He was holding a bear, just like this one. "Yes, I have, Dr. Dilly," he said. "This is my teddy bear. His name's Columbus, and I've had him ever since I was a baby." "Ah, well, he's a very friendly-looking bear," I said. What's the matter with him?" "Well," began Tommy, "you see, me and Columbus always have a chat every night when I'm in bed. He growls to me and I understand everything he says. But now he can't talk to me anymore. He's lost his voice." "Ah, I see," I said, and I picked up Columbus to have a look at him. I tried tipping him back and forth a few times. But he didn't make a sound. "I can see what the problem is," I said. "Your teddy bear has lost his growl. But don't worry, it's ever so easy to put it right." "Oh, but will it hurt him?" asked Tommy in a very worried voice. No, I said. "It's one of the simplest operations. Just leave Columbus with me for a day or so, and he'll soon be back to his old growly self." Well, that cheered up Tommy, and he smiled and waved goodbye, and then he went off shopping with his mum. Now, I didn't have very much to do that afternoon, so I had a look at Columbus straight away. Now, firstly, I had to unpick the thread on Columbus's back. That's so I can get at the old growl box. Now, luckily, the thread was quite old and loose, and it came out quite easily. I snipped it off, like that, and then I very gently put my fingers into the back of Columbus and pulled out the old growl box. And this is what a growl box looks like, and it definitely wasn't working. So I put it to one side, and I got out of my drawer a box with with all my new teddy bear growls inside it. Now, I had a lot of different ones and I couldn't quite decide which growl to give Columbus. He was a very old, wise-looking bear. I tried out a few. No. Not quite right. That sounded just the one. A deep growl would suit Columbus. So I put the rest away so I didn't get muddled up. Then I gently popped the new growl box into the back of Columbus, making sure I got it the right way up. If I put it in upside down, poor old Columbus would only growl if he was standing on his head. But now came the most difficult part of the operation. You see, Columbus now had a hole in his back and the growl box could easily fall out and, well, this might give Tommy a bit of a surprise. So I had to close up the hole with some strong new thread, like this. Now, luckily, bears are very brave creatures. They don't mind a bit if they need to be stitched up. So I put a couple of stitches into Columbus's back and I closed up the hole. There. I pulled it tight so the growl box wouldn't fall out and I snipped off the thread. Then I very gently unpicked this bit of thread. Whoops, come along now. That's it. And I tied a knot so that the thread wouldn't come undone. Now, after a couple of minutes, the whole operation was finished, and Columbus looked very pleased to be back to his old growly self. Just to make sure everything was in order, I tried tipping him forth back and forth a few times. Yes, he seemed to be fine. The next day, Tommy and his mum came back into the hospital. "Is Columbus better?" asked Tommy. "He certainly is," I said. "Here." Tommy whispered something in Columbus's ear. And do you know, Columbus growled right back at him. "Great! He's got his voice back again," said Tommy. "Come on, let's get home as soon as possible. Me and Columbus have got a lot of talking to do." Off they went. Tommy whizzed out of the shop, only stopping to call back, "Thanks, Dr. Dilly. You are the best teddy bear doctor in the whole world." Well, that made me smile. After all, it's always nice to know that you're appreciated. Goodbye.
I'm glad Tommy's Teddy's got his voice back. He missed having someone to talk to. I still haven't had my cup of tea. I'll just go off and make it.
Hey, Simon,
Hey.
what are all these pictures for?
Oh, they're for a matching game.
Oh.
The idea is to match pictures that go together, like a bucket on sand. Now, what goes with that? A saucer? No. A dog? A plug? Of course, a bucket and spade. Right, now what goes with plug? Now there's a lead,
I don't know.
tin opener, toothbrush, and can you see?
Oh, yes.
A plug hole. Plug and plug hole. Now what goes with... What goes with the dog?
Cat.
There's not a picture of a cat here, why?
Oh.
Toothbrush? Can of beans? I bet you like to eat some beans. No. Lead. Dog and lead. You can take him for a walk. Now, what goes with a can of beans?
A plate.
Why? No, that's a saucer.
Oh.
It's not a plate. How about toothbrush? Or can you see? a tin opener. Now, what goes with toothpaste?
Teeth.
Why, it's not a picture of teeth. I think it's this one. Toothbrush. And that just leaves the cup and saucer. I think I'll go and have my cup of tea now.
That reminds me of a rhyme.
Hey, rhyme about making tea? What's she thinking of?
Polly put the kettle on. T. Polly put the kettle on. Polly put the kettle on. Polly put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. They've all gone away. Do you know that one? Why don't you sing it with me? Come on. Polly put the kettle on. Polly put the kettle on. Polly put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. They've all gone away.
Funny. They went away without having their cup of tea. Still, I've got mine at last. But it's time for us to go now. So we'll see you. Bye.
Hey, and don't forget the letter T. T, T. Bye-bye.
Television. Tree. Tunnel. Train. Tractor. Toys. Teddy bear. Toy. Tiger. Tadpole. Toad. Turtle. Tortoise. Teapot. Trumpet. Trombone.